Welcome back, everybody. So I was scrolling through the front page of Geoguessr and I came across this game called An Extraordinary World, and I found it very interesting. So I went ahead and looked through it. I pretty much just clicked the exact same spot on the map every time, and it turns out a lot of these locations are either really obscure islands or giant mountain ranges that you never really would have guessed were in the areas that they are. So I think it would make an interesting video. I hope you guys think so too, and I'm going to get into it here and see what kind of score I can make. Okay. Interesting area here. Potentially Chile or Peru is my initial thought here. I saw some writing here. Ah, it's Arabic, yeah. Okay, so that kind of changes my mind. I don't really know the license plates of that part of the world, but this would maybe be Oman or Eastern Saudi Arabia, something like that. So let's see on the map here what we can come up with. We could maybe be Bahrain, Qatar, something like that. I wish I could see where the mountains are a bit better over here. There's a bit of one here. We might be into Iran a bit as well. That is actually an option. I think I might guess that we are about here. Let's see. Okay, nice. So we were actually in Oman. Excuse me here. So yeah, we were actually in Oman, which was kind of my first guess, but I didn't want to be too specific with it. But a good first round, 3,200 points, so let's move on. Okay, so we have birch or aspen trees here. We're definitely up north. First thought is Canada somewhere. I'm not sure if we are western or eastern. We could also be in Russia, but that's a more difficult guess for sure. Maybe a Scandinavian country, but my instinct is saying that we are in Canada somewhere. But I just have to determine where. So I don't think we are super western just because this doesn't look incredibly mountainous. I mean, there is some slight elevation change, but definitely not in the Rocky Mountain range. So that leaves me potentially over here in the eastern region of Quebec. I'm going to guess that we are, let's see, right about here, but it's really hard to say. Let's see. Ah, so we are actually Western Canada, but we're kind of to the north and east of the Rocky Mountain range here. So a little over 1,000 points. Man, that is super far up there. Fort Smith and Fitzgerald here in the Wood Buffalo National Park of Canada. Alrighty. Wow, this is impressive to say the least. So it looks like potentially some... Wow, they literally live in the side of the hill here. They live in the mountains. That is incredible. Look at this. I wish the resolution was a bit better to see in a bit further, but holy cow, that is pretty epic. Initially, I'm feeling some sort of Spanish influence here, but it's really hard to say for sure. I've also flown over regions similar to this in Asia. I see a shipping container here, so that makes me think, or is it? Maybe it's not. That kind of made me think that we would be somewhat near to the sea. Could we maybe be Turkey or someplace like that as well? Interesting. This is going to be one where I either get super close or not even in the relative area. So my first thought was South America somewhere here, but it could also be, the kind of Armenia, Azerbaijani area. But I'm going to go with my gut instinct and say that we are... Could we be... Man, I don't know. We'll say we're in northern Argentina. Let's see. It was near Turkey. Dang it. Georgia, actually, nearly into Azerbaijan. So, one of two guesses there. I guess I didn't pick the right one, but I did at least realize that there are some parts of the world over here that look similar to that as well. So, 3 points there. Definitely not ideal, but we'll keep going. Okay, another tricky one for sure. Are we north or south? I don't know. I can't see the sun anywhere, I don't believe, to make that guess. Looks like potentially the sun in the east and north, but I can't say for sure. That would make me think we're in the southern hemisphere, but man, there's a lot of places that look very similar to this on Earth. Looking at the soil, yeah, that doesn't help much either. Let's see, what kind of trees do we have? Nothing in particular. Man, could we potentially be in Mongolia or Kazakhstan, something like that? Maybe. I might actually guess that we are in Kazakhstan just because they don't get a lot of love up there. I'm not even sure if they have Street View or anything like that there, but we'll see. Wow. Okay, so we were in southern Chile, it looks like. Yep, we sure were. Almost into Argentina there, but not quite. So, literally 0 points there. Over 10,000 miles away. Interesting. Man, another mountain range that I truly have no idea on. Let's see, we have a bunch of... Arabic again. The Mitsubishi Pajero. So I know there are regions like this in Saudi Arabia and other Arabic countries, so it's somewhat similar to the landscape we saw earlier as well. Where am I looking here? Potentially into Yemen. But I think I'm going to guess that we are right about here. Let's see. Okay, so we were in Oman again, almost exactly in the other spot. The other one was here, maybe 20, 30 miles away. So kind of a highly trafficked region in Oman there for beautiful landscapes for sure. So let's go ahead and check out the summary. Not great, not terrible. 6,600 points. We had a few that we weren't even close on, a couple that we were, only because I saw the Arabic, and then the Canadian one. Not so great either, but 6,600 points. Got to see a bunch of cool places. That's really what I was interested in. So I appreciate you guys watching. Comment below if you have played this map and how well you fared, because I think it could trip a lot of people up, especially those who, kind of get comfortable with the other Geoguessr maps, think they're doing well, and this could definitely hurt some feelings. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.